I'm coming, chat. Don't worry. Uno momento, setting it all up. Coming in hot, promise. All right. It's time. What up, my friends? Good morning. Top of the morning to you. Monday, NFL action, one NBA game. I've got a pick for the game. I got picks for Monday Night Football. We're going to be doing a lot today. I actually put it on purpose today because you know what? I don't care. We took a tough loss out there in LA. They are on I believe, a 6-2 run right now. Their team is healthy and they are dangerous, reminding people that they are Super Bowl contenders, are the Rammies. So Buffalo Bills took a fat L, tough one, 42-44. Great game to watch, though. I had some fun watching. I don't care. I'm still a Bills fan. Regardless, I went through 20 years of being in the dumps as a Bills fan from like 2000 to 2018, 2019. I can deal with a loss now because goodness, we are winning the Super Bowl this year. Just going to be real with you. Josh Allen MVP. Super unbiased here. What up, D? Thank you very much, fam. Appreciate that. YouTube member. Coffee owner guy. You got the coffee owner guy. What you talking about, baby? Oh. Scott asked this morning. Let me say this before we dive into the picks. I've got picks for FanDuel. I got picks for Underdog. Honestly, I'm just going to line your pockets the best I can today. It's not a lot going on over the next several days. So honestly, I'm going to do whatever I can to try to help you scratch the degenerate itch. Scott asked this morning, he's first time. He's being very kind. He's not like throwing shade. Is he any good at picking players is what he said. JB replies, Scott is one of the best. Nothing's guaranteed in life, especially when gambling. I love that answer. That's a really good answer. Nothing is guaranteed, but you better believe that I'm going to get you about as close as possible to being in a spot to be profitable. D says, without a doubt. Appreciate you. What's up, Michael? We banking. We making bank with Mitch. That's right, baby. Josh Allen, 6 tutties. Sam Darnold looked good mobile yesterday, throwing on the run. NBA schedule is bizarre this week. We've got one game tonight. We've got 2 for the NBA Cup tomorrow. Wednesday, I believe there's another game, and then a game or 2. And then Thursday, we get a nice full slate. Friday, I think we get one. And then Saturday, it's the, I think the Cup final 2 games as well. And then Sunday, we get a full slate. So it's an interesting week. We're going to do what we can to make some bets, to put down some money on some things. Do me a huge favor this morning. If you are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. 7 days a week, I am here giving away content, picks, info, analysis. Tomorrow morning is essentially my flagship show of the week. People love that video. It's my most viewed one. It's my Thursday Night Football video. I go through every single player that matters, and I talk about them in depth. I give away a ton of betting angles. I have been on fire with my primetime picks, and last night was no different. I cashed again. I am now 8-1 in my last 9 primetime picks. It has been a run, and I have a pick or 2 for tonight as well. So hopefully I can finish 9-1, 10-1 after Monday Night Football. And if you watch the entirety of this show, you're going to walk away with those picks and likely some more. We'll also post some parlays inside Discord. Just because NBA is a down week does not mean there's not things. I mean, Goal runs an NHL channel inside my Discord. She went 16-1 one of these nights, like 2 nights ago. Outrageous. So things are covered. Fire, post stuff for soccer all the time. At least a pick or 2 per day, parlay-wise, for soccer, Fliff, Hard Rock, things like that. Use what you can inside our Discord. We're going to find a way to take care of you. If you're an OG, just go ahead and hit the like button before we continue. If you're watching on Twitter, hopefully you've already retweeted and liked the video. And if you're watching on YouTube, I hope that we have also hit the like button as we are watching live. All right, let's get to it. Monday Night Football, Bengals on the road, -5.5 point favorites, -255. Money line is gross. Can't touch that, in my opinion, unless you're parlaying. 49.5 point total, I think, is very indicative of the fact that the Bengals are going to pour it on, not the Cowboys offense. I do not understand. I mean, maybe it's just because they're on the road, why they're not giving over a touchdown here. But honestly, the Bengals spread, I kind of like that, -5.5. I think they're going to go bonkers. Honestly, I feel like we have seen, Dallas trying to put up a little bit of a fight in recent weeks, but truly these teams are going in opposite directions. Bengals are much better than what their record says. I don't think the Cowboys are. So I think we have some touchdown opportunities tonight. I'm going to talk about these two tonight. Chasing touchdowns. You like that? So we've got a +171 if you parlay those two. I mean, you could throw in them. Actually, it only puts 50 cents on there, but you can put the money line in there for the Bengals if you like it. There's things we're going to build tonight for the game. I've got a lot of angles, but it is, in my opinion, like Ozzy has said, it's more of an under and walk away type game for me. I think you could do something like this. Let's see. What else did I want to have? I mean, I got so many angles. I have so many things I actually do want to talk about for tonight. Rico, I can't put in his rush attempts, passing props. I've got the passing longest pass. I don't think I can put that in there. So we've got angles we're going to talk about for this game. There's a lot of things we can bet on. We're going to build some parlays. Honestly, we're just going to be degenerates together on today's show, and we're just going to find value. We're going to find value. And I also have a pick to talk about for the NBA game tonight. Now, Chase Brown, one of those guys I want to talk about. Let me refresh all my odds over here. It's been a minute. I had this up earlier this morning. There we go. Odds for the line for Chase Brown's rushing yards tonight, 74.5, quite high in my opinion. But when you go over and you look at his rush attempts, it was at 16.5 juice to the over. Now, this I think is very indicative of the fact that the Bengals are going to be playing with a lead. Otherwise, I don't think we see Chase Brown's carry set so high today at 16.5 with the lean to the over and his rushing yards higher. So the rushing touchdown probably going to be one of my favorite plays for the night for Chase Brown. The problem is, now let's go look at the odds real quick. I'm going to go to that market using mysparryedge.com. I'm going to go over to the rushing touchdowns market. It's all the way down here, okay? Total rushing touchdowns. This is very specific to Fliff. Now, it's a -130 on Fliff for the rushing touchdown. When you go to the total touchdowns, you'll see, and I don't want to search his name or browse for his name, so there we go. You'll see the best odds you're getting there for an anytime touchdown is a -170. So you do shave 40 cents off if you think Chase Brown's getting into the end zone tonight on the ground by taking the rushing touchdown. So very specific. The beginning of the show, I want to tell you, yes, it was a good day yesterday. It was a good day. I think my overall picks went 5-2. Between NFL and NBA, I went 5-2 yesterday. It was a great day. Great day. Oh, by the way, got to talk about Malik Monk in a minute before I move on to the rest of my NFL picks. And I want to tell you about this masterclass I had here. And I made about $900 on Malik Monk. And I want to share my story so that people can walk away with some understanding of maybe how to do this for yourself in the future, as I have shared stuff like this in the past. And I saw somebody apply it in Discord yesterday where they ended up trying to middle and they hedged a live bet later and they made all sorts of money. So hopefully I'm going to share it again, my process. You can learn a little something, but you got to stick around here, my friends. And if you like the educational part of this show, hit the like button for the stream. I'm telling you right now, I don't just feed you, I teach you how to feed yourself so that you guys can do this on your own during a game, during a week, during a season, whatever it might be. Back to it though. So Chase Brown over there on Fliff, if you want to, yeah, I know. How cool was that? I loved seeing that other people were applying some of the information that I have tried to educate people with, and they are doing it on their own now. I mean, that makes me so happy. Honestly, I want people to not have to need me or others to help them. I want them to be able to help themselves and then want to stay in Discord simply because they love the atmosphere and the picks and the channels. But I don't want people to ever feel like they need them. You know what I mean? Like, I understand a lot of people will come in needing it, needing me, needing the info, needing the insight, needing the support. But I hope long term, I put you in a spot where you don't need any of it and you just happen to love it and you're sticking around for it. You know, that's what I want it to be. I want you to stay for the community, but I understand. I want you to come in for the information, but stay for the community, if that makes sense. Discord has been so great. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm hoping we all walk away with the same vibes, right? You sign up because you need help and you need picks, but you stick around because you love what you're staying for. The fifth rushing touchdown for Chase Brown, you can actually parlay with the Bengals tonight. And that bad boy, last time I looked at it, and I can't remember what the odds were, but it was fairly sound. Like, I want to say it was like a minus 105 or a minus 110. So if you like that play, there you go. That's a good one over there on Fliff. The rushing touchdown for Chase Brown, parlayed with the Bengals money line. I also was looking at Chase Jamar. Oh, he's right there on screen, Mitchell. All right. So the Jamar Chase minus 150 touchdown with I had Bengals alt spread of +3 or +3.5 was also like a minus 105. So I'm going to be real with you. Instead of rolling with the minus 170 or the minus 150, I'm telling you right now, I think people need to take a second and truly think about it. Is it worth rolling out those types of plays, or do we want to roll out the parlay with like a +3.5 spread for the Bengals? I can't see the Bengals not, listen, if they go down, they're going down swinging in a game like this tonight. I don't think the Cowboys have the offense to run away with the game, and they've proven their defense is good, but maybe not good enough to contain the Bengals for 60 minutes. So I'm telling you right now, those two are phenomenal starts to your night. Jamar Chase touchdown, Bengals +3.5. Rushing touchdown for Chase Brown, Bengals +3.5. Whatever you want to do, however much you want to buff that or nerf that, do it. There's your video game terms for you, you nerds. I like video game terms. No, honestly, I'm just playing. I used to play video games professionally. How weird is that? Like 20 years ago. I'm that old, but I used to do tournaments across the country. Crazy times. So I'm a nerd. I am an absolute nerd. I still game all the time. I got problems. Put Monk in 4 parlays. All cashed. Let's freaking go. Yeah, I knew that. Mad Dog, when I saw how you make this comment up here, run them likes up, I made that comment. I made that. Oh, man, I love learning from Nerdman. Nerdman Mitch is he's so smart. He's so good at betting. Man, I love this guy. Literally made that I made that voice for you today, baby. You've made a few comments over the week, so how much you love it. That was for you, dude. We got 300 people watching this show, and that joke was just for you, fam. That was just for you. What's up, Henrique? Says, good morning, people. Oh, gives the little donut emoji. Emo? Is that emo? Emoji. That's an emoji. Yeah. All right. All right. So, started you off with a quick little parlay. Hopefully, you guys and gals out there apply it. Let's talk about the Malik Monk Masterclass. Now, there we go. That's the screen. Actually, no, you can't see it. We'll just do this. So, here's the timeline. Everybody get your notepads out right now. Get them out. I want you to learn something right here, right now. Where would you rather be than right here, right now? This is how you make some serious money. Y'all ready? Buckle up. I'm serious. I'm literally taking a second to make sure that people are paying attention. Like, I'm ready to talk, but I want to make sure that I have your undivided attention, because I want you to be able to do this on your own. As I saw, I believe last night, who was it? JC? I think JC had done it. He had taken my information I have taught so many times and applied it. He applied it. It was great. By the way, real quick, recap of my week. I should have done that to start the show. Golly. Let me show y'all. Here was NBA, my friends. NBA VIP picks. Your boy went bonkers. It was another good week. I mean, goodness gracious. Went 19-12 on the week. fantastic. Plus, I think 6.3 units, 0.9 unit average return, like minus 109 average odds, something like that. I can't remember. But anyways, overall, 132 and 86, about a 61% hit rate. It's been phenomenal. I mean, another good. We have one, let's call it a down week. We went 17 and 17. Record push. You're going to be down a unit or so based on the VIG and all that. So it is what it is. But anyways, freaking awesome. What a season of NBA. You ain't cashing like this. Grab that link down below. I'm telling you, it's worth every penny, especially with the discount code in the description section. All right, let's talk about it. How to bet live on plays when lines move. Honestly, I should make like a tutorial for this, but let's talk our way through it. You ready? I had posted inside Discord. I'm going to post my little write-up here. It was very simple. It was a very simple write-up. Here it is. All right. So night prior had gone 3-1. You can see that's kind of at the top of my channel. All right. So let me zoom in. There we go. Let's talk, fam. Let's talk. Let's begin our card with this 2-unit play. I said I'm being conservative in what I'm typing, but this is really a mispriced early line as of right now. I was conservative, and I'm going to show you what I meant by that. And I did 2 units. My unit is $50, so that first bet you see was $100, and I'll show that in a second. Other books have this line at 17.5, DK Sportsbook. Most books had it at 16.5. Fliff gifted us the 14.5. Here you go. Malik Monk, 14.5, minus 125. I'm going to remove this from the screen. So I went in there when I had posted this inside Discord, and I did 2 units at 11:32, right a minute or two before you saw that Discord post. And I loved the line. Sat there thinking about it, said, you know what, I'm privately going to nuke it. So I threw another 2 units down on Malik Monk. All right, so now I am heavy-handed. I am feeling good. I am watching line movement late at night, about 45 minutes later, and I see 2 or 3 more sports books drop lines for Malik Monk at 16.5 and 17.5. How did I see those live lines? I was simply using mysparryedge.com. Kids, pay attention, kids. Get your notepads out. I literally just had the points open for something like this, right? Like I literally was just looking at a player and I saw, okay, there's like 4 books open. And then I saw 3 or 4 more books opening. The international lines were set and everyone was at 16.5 or 17.5 except for Fliff. And I said, that's it. I'm nuking it. So I privately nuked it, threw a ton on it, maxed it out, $500 on Fliff. That's the most you can do. Because I knew that when the games began, I was going to be able to start getting higher lines, 17.5, 18.5, 19.5, or by tip-off, 16.5. And I was going to try to middle it at half of my investment. So here it was. I started at 16.5. I was like, all right, let's do it. So I went with a live bet at 16.5 as soon as the game began. Best line I could grab out there, remaining. And I took the under. He was 0 for his first like 2 shots or 3 shots. So I was like, now's the time. I'm going to grab it now. So I took half of my investment. Because remember, I had 500 on the over 14.5. Now I had 250 on the under 16.5. If he finished at 15 or 16 points, both bets win. Both. All right. If he finished at less than 14.5 points, I'd essentially win back like half my investment, which I was okay with. And if he finished over 17, I'd profit half of that initial 500 essentially. All right. So I'm trying to like layman terms this the best that I can. I'm trying to keep it like simple to understand. So while the game was being played, I'm watching the game. I want to see how the game's going, because I knew I had a solid edge already against the books because of that opening line that we secured inside Discord. And this is where it gets super important. Yeah, you can totally DM me. All right. So when the game's being played, My guy comes out of his second rotation, drains a 3, has 7 points. I'm like, all right, this line's going to shoot up. It immediately shot up to 19 and a half. And I said, that's it. Now I'm snagging it for the other half of my investment. So now I essentially was all in on Malik Monk scoring between 15 and 19 points in the game. And I thought the Jazz weren't going to hang around very long in this game. And the Kings came out in the second rotation and played much better for their starters, and then blew the doors open in the third. And I walked away as he finished with 16 points. Now, why did I come in going 500 over 14 and a half and then essentially needing him to finish between there? Because here's the deal. If he finished at 14 or fewer points, I essentially would have lost about $80 or $90 total. And if he finished at 20 plus points, same thing. I would have lost like 80 or 90. However, anywhere in between the 15 and 19, I stood to make a pretty penny. Anywhere between about $200 to the $900 I made, depending on where it landed. Like I was guaranteed profit. This was a secured value at the opening line, this one right here, for Discord, for members. And then essentially just knowing that because the books were so much higher, the rest of the books, this line would close 17 and a half or so, and I'd be able to live bet and middle this. So if you, now again, I took like probably 4 or 5 minutes to try to, and this is my first time ever trying to explain live middling. So if I fumbled through it, I'm sorry. I really tried my best. But if you appreciated this little segment here, could you just do me a favor right now? Just do me a favor. Just like the show. Just like the show. And then in chat, tell me this is the stuff right here. Anything. Eggplant emoji. Like something that tells me the 5 minutes I took away from giving picks to try to educate through an example of something I personally did. If that was helpful and that's the stuff you like, please show me and tell me right now. Like that's what I need to know. That's what I need to see. Otherwise, I have really no motive to do that because if no one likes it, I'm hurting myself by taking the time out of my show and losing viewers to do something like that. So if that was not for you, I need y'all. I guess you could just stay silent. But if that's the stuff you like and you're like, man, this is why I keep coming back, it's the extra stuff, then please show me, like, retweet, whatever you're watching. And then, of course, comment right now in chat as I see a handful of people doing right now. I tried very hard to explain it, my process, which I've never had to do before, live. I've typed it up, which was actually easier, but that was the first time I've honestly stumbled through it, verbalizing it. So cool. All right. Looks like we got some people that appreciate it. That makes me feel good. Honestly, it makes me feel good. I'm a nerd. It makes me feel good. I'm like, yeah, cool. Validation. I like that. Thank you very much. Awesome. Now, I hope that you all can apply it. And I'm going to be real with you. This isn't something you should be doing on the regular. It's just not. This is a, once or twice a week, we secure value that's so absurd that I think it always makes sense to, instead of sitting there, and yes, could I have sat there with my initial 2-unit investment on Malik Monk and just made my 2 units just about, you're right, 1.8 return, whatever it was? Yeah, I could have. That would have been fine. That would have been fine. And like 95% of you out there should probably do that and not overwhelm yourself with what I just did. But when we have a chance, oh man, look at chat. Okay. Y'all love this. I love hedging, but I only really do it on parlays. So I don't do that on straights. Not needed. Straight hedging, in my opinion, is silly. You're just cutting you're chopping your ceiling off. That's pointless, in my opinion. Parlays, you got a plus 1,400 parlay that needs a final leg of something, okay. Yeah, hedge, right? You can guarantee plus 1,000 return or something, 10x return. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to help with hedging another day. I really want to stick to that right there. Yeah, underdog. I mean, I got plays. I already gave 2 away. All right. Apply those first 2 picks of the show today. Apply them. But anyways, the live middling technique. Personally, I only ever do that when we've secured significant closing line value, right? A 14.5 moving to a 17.5 is outlandish. It's rare. That is significant. Other times you'll be able to do that in the NBA is if you get an early bet in and then injuries happen. Like when I took that Monk play and I saw books at 17.5 and we had 14.5, I was thinking to myself, man, I wonder if like Sabonis or, De'Aaron Fox or DeRozan, DDR gets ruled out. Like one of those guys gets ruled out and then, or a couple of them ruled out or something. All of a sudden we've got Monk at like 19.5. Like, oh my gosh, that's when you can go crazy. Okay. So every once in a while you'll get a play on like a Bron, AD gets ruled out, his points go up, whatever, pay attention when that stuff happens. You don't need to do it pre-live. You can sit happily on your initial bet. But then once the game goes live, especially if your player starts hot, you have a chance to go half on the other side, middle it, and then bang home both bets and just go nuclear. I'm just saying. Do what you want with that info. All right, let's move on. I spent a long time on that. Thanks for that support, though, here with the likes, the retweets, the subs, all this stuff with the talk show here. And by the way, people are like, if anybody comes in, they're like, man, I just need picks. Just give me the picks. Well, that's what my videos are for, okay? The live shows here are very informational and picks-based. So anyways, let's start off here. I think this is probably the first parlay to create for Monday Night Football. Of course, you can apply this how you want with your discounts, your boosts, things like that. It's Chase Brown. It's Jamar. I'm chasing touchdowns with the Bengals money line, the under 49.5. That is the best probably parlay I'll get out to for this game. Honestly, I don't think a ton of points will be scored, and if they are, it's from the Cincinnati side. I don't see the Cowboys offense manufacturing a lot of points. I don't see the Cowboys offense being good enough at the same time as the Cowboys defense being good enough of slowing down Cincinnati to have them run away with the game. So if you didn't want to take the Bengals money line, but you want to take the Bengals alt spread, you could do that instead. If we're looking for straight up just picks, my friends, I mean, I have a Monday Night Football play, but you can see some of the lines might have moved here. So let me refresh the odds and I'm at NBA. Hold on. You might not get that streaks play of the day, my friend. Just it ain't the slate. I don't want to force it in there, and neither should you. But I guess, listen, Chase Brown, touchdown. Jamar Chase, 5 receptions. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the odds are. This is not the night to do it. I'm just saying. But you got to do what you got to do. So I'm looking for longest, not rush, not reception, but longest pass completion. It's still there. So 37.5. And it looks like it maybe has just moved. Oh, man, that sucks. But it looks like you can get in other books. Fliff, 37.5. And let's look at this Joe Burrow line. This is my play. This is my play for tonight. My number one play. Freaking love it. I freaking love it. This is a great play. I can't remember all my notes. Let me pull this right up from my channel, and I'll just read it off. I don't care. Let's make money together tonight. This was my first play of the week that I posted for Discord members. I'm happy to help the community out right now with this one. Oh, man, that's a good write-up. Let me screenshot. All right. There we go. All right. Joe Burrow. This was NFL play number one. Ooh, cash that, Bryce Young. 37 plus pass attempts in 5 straight games. Hit the over in all 5 of 5, 9 of 12 on the season. Dallas is allowing the 3rd highest yards per completion, 12.6 per completed pass. Give me a second. I want to also look up something because I had a play yesterday. My play of the week So frustrating. My play of the week got ruled out. I had George Pickens over 27.5 longest reception. Unfortunate, man. Could not believe it that got ruled out. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. Out of the, it was 8. It was a typo. Out of the 12 quarterbacks to face Dallas this year, 8 of the 12 cashed on this market. Look at the names from the people that missed. CJ Stroud had a 37-yarder, but look at the other 3 quarterbacks. Justin Fields, Drew Lock, and Deshaun Watson. What? Literally can put those 3 and just, they don't count. They don't. Out of the 8 actual starting quarterbacks in the NFL, 7 of the 8 cashed the over on this specific long pass market. And the one miss, Stroud had a 37-yarder. This is you'll call this my play of the day. It's my favorite play for Monday Night Football right here. Yes, I led off the show saying Chase Brown, rushing touchdown, Bengals plus 3.5. Jamar Chase, anytime touchdown, Bengals plus 3.5. Something like that on Fliff, I think is totally acceptable. Totally acceptable. Absolutely is a fine option. But if we're looking for an outright play, the one play, this one straight I want to take tonight is absolutely the one I just covered. And again, here you go. Like if you want to go Jamar Chase with Bengals plus 3.5, minus 102, by all means. I think it's a fine play. If you're like, Mitch, I want a touchdown, give me a touchdown cut. Fine, do that. Plus 7.5. Are the Bengals losing by more? Are they losing by a touchdown and a 2-point conversion tonight to the Cowboys? I don't think so. That's a minus 120. These are good plays. And then let me just do you all a solid. And I'm going to look it up on Fliff for the Chase Brown angle. And I'll show you because I love you. I'm not a fan of like 5-leg alt parlays for games. I'm just not. It's not how I roll. I see these all the time in chat. And I want to challenge anybody who makes them. Are you making money alt-line parlaying things for like 5 legs for, plus 230 is not bad, Strive. But like I see 5-6 legs for like a minus 110. That's garbage. I can't stand those. I don't do them. All right. I need rushing touchdown. The freak is this? Touchdown. Rushing touchdowns. Chase Brown, minus 130. All right. Then we're going to take the alt spread. Excuse me. Let's look at both. All right. So let me zoom in here. Could be a little blurry. You know how it goes. Yeah, I agree. NFL, way too volatile to be alt-line betting. Pass. All right. So it was a good play, y'all. Let me read it correctly. All right. So you can see the top 2. Yes, you can. Chase Brown, rushing touchdown. Bengals plus 7.5. What are those odds? Is that too blurry? Minus 105. There we go. Chase Brown, rushing touchdown. Bengals plus 7.5. And just so I can follow this stuff, I'm going to submit that. That's a great play. That's a great play. I actually can't get over it. And then I will check it on Fliff compared to FanDuel here for the Jamar Chase Bengals touchdown, and I'll show you right now. Fliff math is broken. Exactly, Fire. I get no. I'm not calling you out. I see you cash them like crazy because you can break Fliff based on the math. I'm talking about these ones I see in like FanDuel where there's like 7 legs. It's crazy, dude. No. I think we all understand if you were watching this show that Fliff is where you do that stuff. Nowhere else. Their math is so messed up. Like they'll have times when you can get a wide receiver anytime touchdown at like a minus 180, and then you get a receiving touchdown would be like a minus 130. Like they're giving you 50 cents off on a receiving touchdown for a wide receiver who's never had a rushing touchdown in his career. Like, flip is broken. Take advantage. Yeah, no. Yeah, exactly. I think we all understand the caveat to what I'm saying is that on Flip, you can do things a little different over there. Like right here, okay? This is kind of my point of what I was just saying about Flip. Here's Flip. I want to drop my phone. Look at this little pop socket. All right. Check this out. So I grabbed Jamar Chase receiving touchdown. My guys and gals out there, he's scoring a receiving touchdown, if anything. Plus 7.5, minus 115. And then here we are in FanDuel. The anytime, plus 7.5, minus 120. Like, you get 5 cents better. Listen, is Jamar Chase running one in? Does he even have one in his career? He's got it, right? He's such a playmaker. But let's go look at his career. I'm actually intrigued. He's got to have a rushing touchdown or two, right? Oh, God. Oh, rushing. Here we go. Nope, doesn't have one. How far back does this go? Is that when he came in the league? Oh, my gosh. Yeah, so here, again, I'm getting 5 cents better for... Oh, you can't see. There we go. No shot. And then they let you add a kicker in for 1 extra point into the touchdown bets. Oh my gosh. How much better can I make these odds real quick then? Hold up. But here's my guy here. No rushing touchdowns in his career. They're all receiving. Extra points made. Oh, I can only use the Dallas kicker. Nah, screw that. Yeah, no, as the Dallas, I don't know why there's no kicker there, honestly. Anywho, I want to look at one more thing because I just thought of it. If you add Jamar Chase, do they have alt receptions on FanDuel? Minus 107. If you add Jamar Chase 4+ catches, it becomes a plus 100 on Fliff. And Jamar Chase, I don't think has had a game with fewer than 4 catches in like 3 years. Whenever he suited up, it's some outrageous stat. Let me see. I wish I didn't close out Jamar Chase's game logs. Yeah, I ain't playing that then, dude. Screw that. No shot. Ain't taking a backup kicker for nothing. All right, hold on, pal. Hold on, everybody. We are trying to look up Jamar Chase's. Well, I guess he had a game earlier this year. I'm looking at his game logs. That's all. Doesn't matter. Anyways, I like this a lot. Oh, look at that. It got better. A little bit better there. And just because I already closed out my... Oh, no, I didn't close it out. Cool. All right. I'll drop a little bet on that, too, for the Jamar Chase line. Listen, if the Bengals don't cover and both those guys score, that's frustrating. What's the parlay over there? Actually, I'm gonna look at it and see if it's any better than what it is here. If I add in Chase Brown, I'm chasing tutties. They both score in a plus 7.5. I mean, this has happened in like 6 of the last 8 games. And honestly, I think they just smack them tonight. But if you use the rushing touchdown on Fliff, this will be real nice. Oh, yeah. Look at this. So this is the lay. Chasing touchdowns, Bengals cover, plus 7.5. That's a huge tease. plus 245. If you want to tease this out to, plus 3.5, I mean, it'll be even better. But there's a lot of value here. I think, honestly, you could take, even if you just took one unit across these three, just for a sweat. Just for a sweat. Ha! Scott! That's crazy talk. NFL spreads and totals have the most volume on those specific things out of everything bet compared to player props. I believe Moneyline still has the most handle. Dude, that's crazy talk, man. Player props have the biggest edge in sports betting. It's not even close. There is no edge. Mathematically, I mean, look at this, dude. What are you talking about? NFL. I know, this is spreads and parlays. Spreads and parlays is where Vegas and totals is where they make money. I mean, look at this. How can you say there's an edge here? Where? Oops, I zoomed in so much. I'm like 200%. I can't see. Where? Where's the edge? Look at these. 5 or 5.5, minus 110 to minus 119. Like, that's no edge. Meanwhile, I got to zoom out. I can't see crap. I mean, meanwhile, I showed the example today about yesterday's nuke for Malik Monk. I mean, my gosh. Right? 14.5 line, 14.5, 19 line movement to 17.5 by tip off, a live middle during the game. Like, it's hard to have literally the line closed at 17.5, 14.5 to 17.5. You just don't get that. You don't get that. You don't get that for spread betting and totals. Not on the regular. You can get a dozen spots like that for player props nightly. Hey man, listen, if you can, I'm not calling you out. If somebody can profit 400 units like my picket by doing spread betting, I mean, you DM me your service. I'm about to double my earnings. I'll do the player props and I'll just tail your spreads for another plus 380 and sit back and love you to death, baby. I ain't dumping on anybody. If somebody's got the spread game figured out, woo. That being said, all this being said, I do think there is an edge, Scott. I really do. But I don't think it's NFL, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like NFL, the volume on NFL is insane. Those books are too sharp. That market is too sharp. Now we're talking college when we got 100 games and the money's all spread out. College spread betting, I think, is one of the biggest edges you can find. College spread betting. Let me see if I can find my tweet. I have my running record. I even tweeted it out the other day. It's like my full-on seasonal and weekly recaps. I posted it somewhere on Twitter. Okay, here's what I'll do. I'm going to screenshot Discord. How about that? I have gone 98-63 this year in college football, and all but one of them is spread betting. Or on games, I should say. I shouldn't say just spread. Shane, I already covered that a few times, fam. Yeah, no, but I'm with you. Like, it's dependent on the sport. Like college sports, I think spreads are actually pretty freaking good, bro. I'm with you, Scott. NFL, though, man, there's so much money. There's so much money on NFL spreads. It is dangerous. It is dangerous. I don't know why do I not have any parlays? Like, what is this? I don't have any boosts on FanDuel. Let me log into DK and see if I can build one with y'all. I meant to be talking NBA by now. I don't know. Maybe I've just gone crazy tangent mode today. Am I just on a lot of tangents? Oh, I took 10 minutes to do the live middling technique that I was talking about when you get supreme line movement. on your original bet. Oh, all good, Shane. I'm not calling you out. Just check the beginning of the show. Yeah, I totally meant to be talking NBA by now. Yeah, it's fine. We're having fun, though. Thank you to the 80 people who liked the video today. Y'all the goats. I've said it like once. I love you. Hey, let me catch you up. Let me catch you guys up. Sounds like a lot of people have been joining in here on the show. Joe Burrow, over 37.5, longest pass. Jamar Chase, anytime touchdown. Chase Brown, anytime touchdown. Bengals to cover. We got alt spreads for those parlays. And I haven't gotten to NBA. Rico Dowdle, I kind of like the under 15.5 rush attempts tonight. I can get behind what J-Step said for the touchdown passes for Burrow, over 1.5 for parlays. I think that's the gist of it. I just tried to catch you all up real quick before we continue. Do I have any like parlay boosts? Let's see. What do we got here? Plus 400 or longer. Let's see what we can do here. It might be difficult to do tonight. I'm going to be real with you. Let's chase some touchdowns. Keep it simple. Yeah, something like that. I mean, it's about as quick as I can make it. No, like that's not bad. It's actually really good. Can I add my longest pass? No, I didn't think so. So I can't add my favorite prop of the night, the longest pass prop that we were just talking about for Joe Burrow. We'll go to NBA in a second, fam. Yeah, I like this a lot. Let me see if I can outline the total just in case. Well, actually, what do we got here? Uno momento. No. All right. So we'll just take the Bengals money line and total. What was it? 50? Let's put it at let's give ourselves a 57.5. There you go. I don't mind that at all. Simple. Like I'm just trying to keep it simple. I'm fine with 0.2 units on that. Like nothing crazy, y'all. Just have some fun with it, you know? I mean, I have not spent a lot of time on this for a reason. It just isn't a game I'm really going to be betting on. It's just not. It's just not. Like, I'm saving my money, y'all. Like, there's 365 days to bet. I am going to bet on it. I've got a full unit deployed on Joe Burrow. And then across those parlays I've talked about today, probably another half to 3/4 of a unit. You know, so if the Burrow play hits and the touchdowns don't, then I can at least break even or profit slightly, you know. But that's about it, y'all. Like, I'm not trying to go crazy. It ain't the game to go crazy. Eddie Leo says, Donuts, that breakdown of your live betting was really good. Something I've wanted to try but didn't know enough about it. That explanation helps a ton. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. But I want you to keep in mind, I want to reiterate this, that only works when you get superior line movement on the original line that you bet. Okay? That is the only time that works. Example, one more. Like, let's say we grab T. Higgins over 78.5 receiving yards 2 days before the game begins. And then, that's Jamar Chase. Sorry. And then T. Higgins gets ruled out. Chase Brown gets ruled out. The line moves to 90.5. You know, everyone's just saying the Bengals are going to chuck it. We got a really good opportunity here. Let's say you were in for 78.5 for a unit and a half or 2 units. Let's say 2 units. You could take the 90.5 and grab the under at like a half a unit and then hope that somewhere in there he finishes between 79 and 90 receiving yards. And now your 1 unit or your 2 unit bet and your 1 unit bet for the middle, I think I mixed up the math. You'll have 3 units where if they land in the middle, you win everything. All right. And if he finishes under 78.5 in the original line, you're going to win back about a unit. And if he hits the over 91, over 90.5, finishes with 91 plus yards, you're still going to win about a unit. So you have a great opportunity. Now, if you can't do it live, that's the way to do it. I always like waiting until the game goes live. I'm not trying to middle a 78.5 and a 90.5. Because if the guy starts hot, 35-yard catch off the rip or something, your live line will be like 112. Take it then. Grab the 112, you go a unit, and you grab the under, and now you've got between 79 yards and 112 yards, where if they finish anywhere in between that 32-yard range, you're winning everything, okay? And apply that for NBA, and it's much better. NFL, I'm not a huge fan of it because of the boom or bust factor. We got guys catching 33-yarders on the first play of the game, don't get another target till the third quarter, or they're way under, and all of a sudden that fourth quarter drive, the quarterback goes 90 yards down the field in garbage time, racks up 90 yards passing, and blows up your spot, right? So NFL might not be it, but NBA middling, off the charts, absolute W for live middling. I just don't talk about it a lot, but today I did. Love this. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, the payout option before a game starting is nuts. It's nuts. Like, that's when your boy got you some value. When the books are trying to give you money before the game begins. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's what I do for my members, though. And by the way, today, if you're not a member, I'm telling you right now, my friends, the link down below is $15. Use the code. Sign up. It's a good way to support me while I support you and my team supports you. I hate being like a salesman, but I think there's a lot of people out there that need it. I do. If you're betting daily on your own, why? Bet with a team. Let my team help you. $15 for a month. Try it. By the end of 30 days, you don't like it, cancel. So be it. Nothing wrong with that. Listen, y'all. I've loved talking in NFL today on this game. Let me talk about NBA real quick. And if my play's even live still, I was looking at Scotty Barnes this morning. Let me type his name correct. All right. I was looking at Scotty Barnes this morning. I was looking at his RA at 15.5. Gosh darn it. Look at this. You see, I might not even have a play for NBA. I had two angles. The 15.5 for Scotty Barnes. I went back and looked at it. So a few things. His usage rate this year is 4% higher on average per game. Excuse me. His potential assists and potential rebounds averages 29.5 or something like that. It was like just about 30 opportunities per game versus last year where I was at like 22. So he's having a ton more opportunities. And we will look at the RA category at 15.5. You can see, especially since he's been, uncapped minutes and full health here, he's been blowing this out of the water. 21, 19, 20, 19, 20, 22. But Mitch, it's the Knicks. Okay. Well, he had 20 against the Thunder, one of the best defenses in the NBA. Miami, another good defense. He had 20 and 19 in a back-to-back set here against them. So, yeah, I like Scotty Barnes tonight for the RA. I loved it at 15.5. I don't like that sometime this morning it moved to 16.5. I do not know why, if somebody else posted about it in public, but that was my angle. I should have posted it before. Maybe the plus odds on FanDuel, 16.5. On the other side of things, partially why I also like this, I think there's a chance Karl-Anthony Towns is out tonight. Here's why. He is questionable. Actually, I think it might be a game time decision. The Knicks are in the Cup game on Wednesday. They're one of two teams playing on Wednesday. Or four teams playing. There's two games. So I have a feeling that this game is meaningless for that game. Everybody wants to win the Cup, who's in the tournament at this point. I got a feeling like if Cat is not 100% tonight and he's like truly questionable, he's sitting. So you would think that normally that would make me like another player on the Knicks, but truly, if they're up by like 20, late third, I think they start pulling people. They're going to save them for Wednesday. They will. They'll protect their starters and probably their primary rotation players. I think they empty the bench early in this one if it's not super competitive. So be careful about the Knicks players. I'm telling you right now. On the flip side of things, if you're not worried about that and you're like, Mitch, that's the wrong read. Well, and I tell you right now, on the flip side, am I lagging out? You guys know this happens while I'm live streaming, man. Once I start using everything on my computer. Yeah, maybe look at some bench guys like that. You know, 6-man, seventh and eighth rotational players. I smell what you're cooking. But anyways, this is going to load in a second if I'm still live, if you can even hear me. Freaking internet, dude. That's crazy. Oh, there we go. If you are like Mitch, you're wrong. That's a garbage take. They're going to play their starters. They're not playing on Tuesday. They can rest. There's no concern about minutes. Karl-Anthony Towns is playing. If that's true, and I'm wrong with my take of concern, then the over 15.5 RA plus 100 BetMGM for Karl-Anthony Towns is a great play. And look, you're going to look at 2 game logs trends here that look similar. You ready? Boop. There we go. Karl-Anthony Towns is just racking up a ton of rebounds and assists. And I'll also say, you know, the assists have been great to see this year from him. 6-3, 6-3, 2, 5, 4, 4, 5, 2, 2, right? They're there. If you're concerned about passing, you know, the rebounds would look great too. I believe the line moved from 11.5, which is unfortunate because this was a very nice looking line. And I believe it's 12.5 now at plus odds. Let me look at his rebounds. Nope, you can get on MGM minus 140 there if you like it. Caesars minus 148, Fliff minus 150. But I think that's another angle if you want to grab the rebounds. Listen, Jakob Poeltl, Pirtle. How do you say his name out there? Somebody else. Is it Pirtle? Something like that, right? Jakob. Never know how to pronounce his dang name. Poeltl or something like that, whatever. But anyways, he's not going to contain Cat in the paint. I think Cat gets a couple offensive board putback opportunities type thing. So anyways, yeah, the 11.5 rebounds or the 14.5 was a 14.5 rebounds and assists for Cat is fine. And Scotty Barnes 15.5 RA was in play. So those are kind of your betting angles for NBA. But again, I think we got to be extremely careful tonight about this game simply because of the NBA Cup being in like 2 days. And the Knicks being in the game. I literally just did NBA betting in 5 minutes tonight after 55 minutes of primetime NFL. Oh, man, this is fun. I love going live again, man. I lost my passion for it for a while there, but it's back, baby. I freaking love doing this. I love hanging out with chat. I love the questions. I love the comments. I love talking strategy. I love y'all, man. I love y'all. Look what I was making this morning. Let me show you. I haven't updated it yet because it's just not ready. I'm creating some things here where I can listen. Like Discord gets these recaps, emojis, write-ups, everything. So like they already know. But I'm trying to make these things where. And it's not updated. I got to update NFL based on tonight's results. So, but like I'm trying to make this stuff. Like I want to make some cool stuff that I can share. And maybe chat, you could be the first to tell me. Is this like if you are not a member, or members, help me. If you were not a member and you saw this, is this a clean enough recap? And is this like transparent feeling where you're like, okay, that's cool. Let me shoot him a DM. Y'all got to help me grow this place. Like, I keep it so cheap to join. Yo, thank you so much. Jakob Purdy? Or do you mean, is that supposed to be an L instead of the I? Pirtle. It's $14.99. And yeah, you get full access to Discord, fam. That's the W. Yeah, it's $14.99. That link down below with that code. Here's all the channels. So I said it right, Jakob Pirtle. What? I got lucky. I guessed. There you go. Yeah, here's all the channels you get. I mean, geesh, $15 you get all this. Come on, that's a W. That's a W. Here's mine for. You get everything I do. Is this cool? Does this help? Like, if you were a member, can you answer this for me, chat, please? If you saw this, where you'd be like, okay, yeah, this is, oh, dang, dude. Chitty bang, chitty bang, bang, baby. I love that. It's great. Joined a couple days ago. Money well spent. Thank you so much for the unsolicited feedback. I love testimonials. I love them when I don't ask for them. Yes, definitely. Yes. Okay. So Patrick's saying if he saw this on Twitter or something, this would be helpful. The way you are saying is correct. Also, that would be good for piquing people's interest. Okay. Thank you so much. You said it right. Oh, man, I got lucky, y'all. I always knew it was Jakob. Pirtle. I got it right. What a guess. What a guess. All right, cool. So anyways, I've got like 4 or 5 outlines I'm trying to create. Here's another one. I want to do like a daily one. Let me where'd it go? What just happened to my computer, man? Here, let me try this instead. I want to make a daily one so that I can do this. This is what I was working on this morning before the show. Just like a nightly recap thing. You can see I was already dialing up Scotty Barnes over 15.5 RA. Crap, man. He freaking moved. I mean, if you can alt that for a parlay or something, might be worth going down that path. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to be like just a little organized with this stuff. It's hard though, man. You know, I do this stuff full time on my own. It's just a lot. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Tomorrow, Tuesday morning, turn your noties on. Turn them on. You can't miss it. The Thursday night video this past week, I went 3-0, I think, right? Or 3-1. And let me show you the views, baby. Let me show you these views. This was my This is the video. I'm telling you, you can see. Well, now that's not working. Now I can't get my snipping tool to work. I don't get my internet, dude. I don't get my computer. Anywho, this bad boy, 14,000 views. What the heck? Y'all too kind to me. But I think you'll like this video a lot. I do. I think you'll like this video a lot. I go through every single player. Look at this. I go through every single player for the game. Oh, man. There we go. No. I go through every single player for the games. So Thursday's NFL game, I'll go through every single player, every single betting market for them. And I break down everything. I mean, last week, I think we cashed. Oh, my God, we cashed. Cash. Did not cash. I don't remember Jacobs. I don't remember Amon. We cashed Jameson Williams receiving yards. We cashed Christian Watson's longest reception. I think we cashed Jaden Reed's touchdown. And we cashed Samuel Laporta. No, did Laporta score? Because we had Laporta for a tutty. And then I had Tucker Kraft in there for a plus 240 touchdown. He scored too. I think I went nuclear now that I'm looking at it. But anyways, that video had 14K views. Okay. That is my video of the week every single week. I'm telling you right now. So turn your noties on. You're not going to want to miss it. That'll go live tomorrow morning after I'm done recording and editing and stuff. It takes me hours. But anyways, don't miss out. I love y'all. Appreciate you. Grab that link down below. Get the VIP picks. And I see you inside Discord, my friends. Let's get paid. Thanks again for tuning in. It makes it a lot of fun for me.